Today I'm going to show you how to gap a spark plug. So as you can see below, we're using NGK spark plugs, laser platinum plugs, and these are going to be gapped for a Subaru Impreza 2011. And basically what you do is remove the spark plug from the case, pull it out, inspect it, make sure there aren't any major dings or any damage that you can see. This one looks great. And then basically the gap that you're looking for is the spacing between the little tip there and the top of the arc. So what you use to check the gap is what's called a spark plug gap gauge, and that can be seen here. And this is a little disc with a side that increasingly gets thicker and thicker and allows you to read the spacing between the point in the spark plug and the top of the arc. So the way you read that is by carefully placing the gap gauge into the gap, starting with the smallest point first. So we're going to start with 0.02 inches and then slowly move up until we feel resistance. So this is supposed to be gapped at 0.044 from the manufacturer. The gap that I require for the 2011 Subaru is between 0.039 and 0.043. So likely I will have to shrink this gap a little bit, but let's check it. So basically fit that into the gap and then slowly and carefully move it up until you start feeling resistance. So I'm feeling resistance right at about 0.037, so that's a little bit too small. And basically you want to pull this off. You want to be really careful that you don't damage this small point here. It's very easy to do. So the way that you open this gap up a little bit is by taking the back side of your gap gauge and putting it into, very carefully, into the slot. And then, like a can opener, just very gently try and open it. And very gently, because it's pretty easy to open these things up. It's much harder to close them than it is to open them. So let's check that. So I did that pretty carefully, and now I'm at about 0.039. So that is in the range. I'm going to open it up a little bit more, and just a tiny bit, just to get it kind of in the middle of the range. Okay, so I went too far, so now I've got to close it. The way you close it is by taking the back side of this and your spark plug and basically pushing on it. So what I find really helpful with this is to actually use a spark plug socket. And so you stick the spark plug into the socket just to give you better grip and make sure that you're not going to damage the back end of the spark plug. This usually requires quite a bit of pressure. Okay, so now I've hit right about 0.041, and that's what I'm going to use. So this spark plug is now properly gapped.